Texas nurse remains in isolation at the Dallas hospital where she works after she tested positive for the Ebola virus. The nurse was on the team that cared for Thomas Eric Duncan, who died from Ebola last week. NBC's Chris Pallone is in Dallas with the latest on the first person-to-person Ebola transmission in the United States.
In a Dallas neighborhood, a team of hazardous material cleanup workers covered from head to toe worked to disinfect the apartment and common areas of the country's latest Ebola victim. That victim is a nurse who helped care for Thomas Eric Duncan, the Ebola victim who died last week. She's a 2010 graduate of Texas Christian University, and she remains in isolation at the hospital where she works.
The system of monitoring, quarantine, and isolation was established to protect those who cared for Mr. Duncan, as well as the community at large, by identifying any potential Ebola cases as early as possible and getting those individuals into treatment immediately.
Ebola is transmitted by coming in contact with bodily fluids from an infected patient. The head of the Centers for Disease Control says a breach in protocol exposed the nurse to the virus. Health officials are focusing on several procedures where that breach could have happened.
The two areas where we will be looking particularly closely is the performance of kidney dialysis and respiratory intubation. Both of those procedures may spread contaminated materials and are considered high-risk procedures.
The first known case of person-to-person infection in the U.S. raises questions of whether hospitals and healthcare workers are adequately prepared to treat Ebola and whether protocols are sufficiently developed.
We do have to step up training. This is one of those things where you need constant attention, and people need to go to the next level.
Over the weekend, New York's JFK Airport began screening travelers from West Africa for possible Ebola risk, and several cities saw Ebola scares as uncertainty and fear about the deadly disease continue to spread. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Dallas.